Hi, welcome to E.L.F. Center 5 for Rocks and Minerals. This goes right along in our year-long theme of Earth and Sky. This is our craft center. I didn't state this in the intro and conclusion, but remember we always throw out one center. We only have time for 4. So there's always, if somebody doesn't like to do crafts, nobody has to do the crafts. And typically we have an outdoor center, which we didn't in this one, but there's also usually an outdoor center. So Center 5 is our crafty center, and we have 2 different groups. This is going to be for maybe kindergarten through 2nd, depending on your kids, or kindergarten through 1st. And this bin will be for the older kids in 3rd and 4th grade, or 2nd, depending on how you feel about your group. Since it's the first E.L.F., I think 2nd grade should probably stick to the younger stuff, but that's up to you. That's what we love about E.L.F. You can custom do it to your kids. So, in this bin we have the rock cycle, so you can talk more about that, and if you need help with that, you can check out the background information on the PTA website. So we're going to be talking about sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, and igneous rock. I'm going to try to find another piece of granite. I'm going to peek in the older kid bin because our craft center is trying to recreate this. We're making granite. And so we're going to talk about the different minerals that make up granite, and we're going to build a craft around that. So this is our finished product for the kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd graders. And we have the different colors of paper. So we have quartz is white, feldspar is pink, mica is gray, and hornblende is black. So we love to send things home with the kids because then they get to talk to their parents about E.L.F., what they shared, what they learned for the day, and also we get free recruits maybe. So this is a starting project, but we have these papers in here. We'll have about 50 of them printed out. This is our master, but also you can go print some up the day of your E.L.F., and here's the PTA code. That's in the workroom on the regular floor of the library down past, I guess it would be south of the library. There's a workroom where the paralegals, or the paras hang out. Yeah, they're legal. Anyways, and so you can make copies, all for your own class. So the class numbers are anywhere from 20 to 30, so you want to print those out. So we're going to just have you tear up the little pieces of construction paper and let the kids build their own piece of granite. And as you're doing that, you can certainly talk about granite and what it's made of, and talk about the rock cycle, and just kind of get them engaged in a conversation. Maybe ask them questions, etc. For now, we have glue in here. If we happen to run out, just ask your teachers for glue. We're not going to buy a bunch of glue because we always get a bunch of glue at the end of the year from all the teachers, so we're hoping that that suffices. Then for the older kids' craft, if you have the young ones, you can certainly tune out. Send us an email if you have any questions at mitchell@gmail.com. But for the older kids, we have the big bin. And what they're going to do, I don't have an example, but what they're going to do is build granite with crayon shavings. So you're going to again talk about the feldspar, mica, quartz, and other minerals that make up this kind of rock, but we have the crayons in that color that correspond. So we have pink for feldspar, white for quartz, something for mica, gray is mica, and I can't remember what black is. Do you remember? Oh, hornblende. Okay, so those make up the rocks. That's our example. And you'll talk about that piece of granite. So what we'll have the kids do is grate some crayons. This is a very messy job. You'll first, as a parent, when you come in there, I'm sorry, I should have gone in order. You'll make bits of foil, like 4x6 sheets. So you'll really need 8x8 or 8x12, and 2 sheets of thickness so that it doesn't melt or break through. So you'll, as a parent, you start with that before this session starts. So you'll make a bunch of foil squares. Then the kids will grate the crayons onto the foil. So you're going to talk about that being erosion, that they're breaking down some of these minerals into bits that will make a rock. So that's erosion. Then they fold up their foil and place them between these 2 pieces of wood. And the foil's all folded up, and you pound it, pound it, pound it. That's pressure. And then, so that's for a metamorphic rock. And then you get to use the iron. And you'll take your foil out, and you can make this your little ironing board, and you're going to iron the foil, which will melt it